Guru Nation, one of the benefits of having a YouTube channel is, especially one in clinical research, I mess around with stocks, biotechs here and there. I'm interested just purely from a science perspective. I've generally lost money in biotech, so this is not meant to be financial advice at all. But I've been actually a holder of this stock, Aquestive Therapeutics, for a while. And the comments have been getting hot these last few days, and I forgot I even had this stock. So I went to look at it, and I saw why. And it's because the the stock has been jumping these last few days. So today, January 9th, it was up 10%. The other day, yesterday, was another 6%. What they have this Libervant thing for epilepsy. So think of it like a Listerine strip, but for someone who's having an epileptic attack. For ages 12 and older, it's already been tentatively approved by the FDA, subject to the expiration of existing orphan drug market exclusivity of a previously FDA approved drug scheduled to expire in January 2027. So the FDA already approved, this is important, the FDA already approved Libervant for ages 12 and older. So not even adults, that's also pediatrics in there. Okay, like let's just keep that in mind. 12, I work in clinical research. Anything under 18 is considered pediatric trial. So 12 and older, it's already been approved. There's just another company that has orphan drug exclusivity until January 2027. So Libervant will be starting to launch, according to Aquestive, for ages 12 and older in January 2027. Now, they have a PDUFA for children between the ages of 2 and 5. So I don't really know what's happening between that 5 to 12 year mark. I'm not sure if they have to do another study. I would have thought logically this would have been 12 and under, but I guess between ages of 2 and 5, it's subject to FDA approval. We have a date for it now. It's April 28th is when the FDA is going to be making a decision based on their trials. Now remember, the FDA already reviewed the studies, ages 12 and older, approved it. That's not necessarily a guarantee. They look at safety, but the safety slides of Libervant are pretty good. And I mean, you can go, I'll have links underneath so you can look at these reports for yourself and see. Um, but another thing that they have, which if that wasn't enough, okay, this is what these biotechs are all about now. It's these platforms. It's not just one thing. It's a platform. And by the way, Aquestive already has like 5 approved drugs, and they already have global partnerships in different countries with different companies. So they also have a anaphylaxis product that just started phase 3 trial uh, December of 2023. Now, this phase 3 study, the good news about it is it's a single center study with 36 patients. So for the anaphylaxis, they're testing the PK and PD, so what the drug does, what the body does to the drug, and what the drug does to the body, of single and repeat doses of Anafilm versus single and repeat doses of the EpiPen in healthy subjects. So it's very unusual that you get a phase 3 study that's single center, and it looks like this is only 36 subjects. So phase 3, like by and large, 99% of the time are 300 to 1,000 plus patients, and oftentimes hundreds of sites. So the FDA thought it was appropriate to have a single center, and probably because of the ethics around giving people EpiPen when they don't need it, or it's probably would I'm not an ethicist, but it would probably be unethical to knowingly give someone, let's say, who has a peanut allergy, force them to eat peanuts and then give them Anafilm or EpiPen. So it makes sense from an ethical perspective. And the bottom line is this is going to be a quick study. So if they already dosed their first patient in December, uh, 36 left to go. These healthy volunteer studies enroll quickly because it's usually young college kids that need money. So we can get the results. I'm not involved in this study, and I'm not going to put my site in this trial because it's a single center. We don't do healthy volunteer studies. We can probably get results and maybe the entire study results by the end of the year. And so 2025 does look to be on track. So I'm even more bullish after seeing this report from Yahoo. And no wonder I couldn't find this trial on clinicaltrials.gov because it's a single center phase 3. So they're supposed to put it on there, but they didn't. But anyways, this is really interesting. So those are the two catalysts pushing this stock. And those are both catalysts that should be happening, like numerous catalysts this year. So you got the PDUFA assignment in April 28th for a Libervant for ages 2 to 5. And then you got Anafilm, the pivotal study that just started in December of 23. And we should get top line data sometime in quarter 1 or 2 of 2024. We'll get more data throughout the year of 2024. So there's a lot of catalysts. And then in 2025, potentially a PDUFA, unless they end up doing it earlier. So that's my thoughts on this. Like the science here is pretty cool. I've done videos, nothing's really changed. I actually see this as relatively safe compared to most biotechs. Like with most biotechs, it really is like a crapshoot. It's a gamble. It's a hit or miss. And again, I've lost more money than I've made on biotech stocks working in the industry. Sometimes the more you know, the more it works against you. But this one, I mean, I think that PDUFA for the age 2 to 5, and somebody let me know in the comments what happens to the 5 to 12-year age. Like, is that another study or what's going on there? Because that might be another PDUFA there in that case for age 5 through 12. Not sure what's going on there. There seems to be a gap. But look, I'm not calling price predictions, but in biotech, these things pop. This is like ripe for something that's gonna pop if things go the right way, and if things don't go the right way, like let's say this PDUFA for some reason in April, let's say they get a complete response letter. They still have the Anafilm, right? And it's just the pediatric 2 to 5 year old market. So it's not the end of the world, but I think that would be if they do get the approval, which is, in my opinion, higher likelihood that they do get the approval, then that's going to give positive momentum for Anafilm. And it's also going to attract institutional investors, and it might even attract collaborations from big pharma, licensing deals. Who knows? Maybe even an acquisition, because biotech's been getting hit hard. At some point, the M&A has to come back, and companies like Eli Lilly and the big pharma, they're making acquisitions. Um, so I don't know anything about this. The insiders, I'm not involved at all, but that's my thoughts on AQST. Do your own homework, do your own due diligence, not financial advice, but I'm excited about it, and it's my only biotech holding right now. So, like, subscribe, comment, share. Let me know what you think. It looks interesting and exciting. And Catalyst, the worst thing you want to do is sit on a biotech that does nothing positively or negatively. Those are boring. You don't buy biotechs because they're safe. You don't buy them for the stability. You buy them for the potential pops and the 10x returns. And this one definitely has been quiet for the last 3 years. Um, it's making noise, and I think 24 and 25 it should continue to do that. So this is going to have a good amount of volume for you guys that like excitement. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Good luck. Let me know what you think. Bye bye.